Welcome students. In the last class we have studied regarding the construction and working of the GM counter, which is basically a nuclear detector, so which we are going to use to detect alpha, beta and gamma radiations. So now in this session we'll have how the GM counter is going to respond for the different applied voltage. So before that, just we'll have a look over this construction. So we know that there will be a metallic cylinder. This is a metallic cylinder which is connected to negative terminal of the battery. So this acts as the cathode. This metallic cylinder acts as cathode, and at the middle of this metallic cylinder there will be a tungsten wire, so which is connected to positive terminal of the battery. So this is connected to positive terminal of the battery. So this middle wire, tungsten wire, that acts as anode. So whenever an ionizing particle which is coming from the radioactive source that enters the metallic chamber which is filled with a gas medium, then what happens, this ionizing particle is there that is going to ionize the gas medium that is present inside this metallic chamber. So when this ionizing particle enters the gas which is present in a cylinder, so ionization phenomena is going to take place. So this highly energetic particle, this is going to ionize the gas which is present here, argon, any noble gas which is present inside this. So this ionizing particle enters as it collides with the noble gas. So ionization takes place where the outermost electrons are knocked out from this. So as a result there will be a positive ion. So this noble gas becomes positive ion and the electron is generated. So this electron is called as primary electron, and this electron, this is generated because of the entering particle. So our aim is to detect this particle. So this electron we call as primary electron. Further what happens, this is connected to high tension battery. So these electrons, when they are connected to high tension battery, they are accelerated. So these electrons are accelerated towards the, this is positive terminal, means electrons are accelerated towards this anode, and all the positive ions are accelerated towards this cathode, which is nothing but the metallic chamber. So during their acceleration, actually what happens is these primary electrons, they are again further going to collide with further gas molecules. So here they further collide with the gas molecule, again further emission of the electrons takes place. So these electrons which are generated because of the primary electrons, these are called as secondary electrons. So as a result, so avalanche of electrons are produced here and they are accelerated towards this high tension positive terminal of the high tension battery. So during their motion what happens, here is a high resistor, there becomes voltage drop across this high resistor. In order to find the voltage drop across the high resistance, there is a electronic device, so which measures this voltage drop in the form of pulses. So here you are having pulse, means there is an ionizing particle which is entering the gas tube. Then again these electrons, they come towards the cathode. So here they complete the circuit and again they combine with this positive ions which are towards the cathode. So recombination of electrons and the positive ion takes place and the neutral atom formation again takes place. So during this entire process, if once this circuit is completed, means electrons formation takes place, they are accelerated towards the positive terminal, means towards the anode, then they are accelerated towards the high tension battery, and then again they combine with the positive ions which are present at the cathode, then they recombine and they form the neutral gaseous atom. Once this process completes, till that, so this GM counter is unable to detect the further ionizing particle. So this is unable to detect the further ionizing particle, means over a time of period, so this GM counter is unable to detect the ionizing particle, means that time is called as dead time of GM counter. So that time is called as dead time of a GM counter, which is almost 100 microseconds. For this much time period, the GM counter is unable to detect the ionizing particle, because the process inside this is going to happen. Electrons are accelerated and then they come towards the anode, then they come towards the positive terminal of the battery, then the recombination takes place. Once this circuit is completed, till that no ionizing particle is going to detect by the GM counter, and that period over which the GM counter is unable to detect the ionizing particle, that is called as dead time. So this is important for 2 marks. What is dead time of the GM counter if they ask means, and the dead time of GM counter is almost about 100 microsecond. So over this much time period, the GM counter is not going to detect any ionizing particle. So now our aim is how the GM counter is going to respond for the applied voltage. This is the battery that we have connected. So by varying this voltage, how the GM counter, that is count rate, how it is going to vary, that we are going to study now. That is the voltage characteristics of GM counter. So see here, there is a plot of count rate versus applied voltage. Along y-axis there are count rates, and along x-axis there is the applied voltage. So look at the graph here. Up to particular voltage there is no any counts. So till a voltage reaches a certain minimum value, the GM counter is not going to count the radiations, and that voltage, minimum voltage required to the GM counter in order to detect the counts, that voltage we call as threshold voltage. So if you increase the voltage beyond this threshold voltage, then only the counts, means GM counter is going to respond for the ionizing particle. That is what going to happen here. So up to this voltage there are no counts, means this is on x-axis only. The GM counter is unable to count the ionizing particle until particular voltage that we are going to apply is reached. So up to this voltage no any count. So beyond this, if you increase the voltage, means look at this, if you are going to increase the voltage of the battery, then so what is going to happen, count rate suddenly increases, count rate starts to increase. So it increases and reaches a particular value. So here within this region there is a proportional increase. So how much voltage is increasing, that much the count rate is going to increase. It increases and increases up to a particular voltage, it increases, and beyond this voltage it remains almost constant only. So how this is going to work is, so see here, the electrons, once electron formation takes place, so these electrons has to accelerate towards the battery. So electrons has to accelerate towards the battery, means a certain minimum energy should be applied. So up to, if that much voltage is applied, then only these electrons are accelerated towards the battery, then the potential drop across the resistor takes place, and then we can count that ionizing particle in the counting system. So minimum voltage required, that has to be given. So this minimum voltage that we have to give, if you increase the voltage beyond that minimum voltage, then counts, more and more electrons are driven towards this positive terminal of the battery, and then they complete the circuit. So there occurs large voltage drop across the resistor, and so what we are going to get is count rate will be more. So we are going to get the more counts in the counting system. So this is what going to happen. Then further, if you go on increasing, so all the secondary electrons are accelerated, number of avalanche of electrons, they are accelerated towards the battery, then again voltage drop takes place. So in this region, so all complete discharge of the gas that is present in the metallic chamber takes place, and all those electrons are accelerated. So in this voltage, in this particular voltage, the count rates will be almost constant. So as we increase voltage, there is no change in the count rate will be almost constant. Then beyond a particular voltage, beyond this voltage, if you further increase, then what happens? So beyond this voltage, if you increase further, then what happens? Continuous discharge that takes place inside the metallic chamber. So continuous discharge takes place even in the absence of any ionizing particle. So even though there is no any ionizing particle that is entering the cylinder, the continuous discharge takes place because of the high voltage that is applied, but we don't want that one, because we want the counts only because of the ionizing particle that we want. So this continuous discharge region, this is not applicable for the GM counter. So if we want exact number of counts, means we have to operate the GM counter within this region where the count rates are almost constant, and this is independent of energy of the ionizing particle. Whatever may be the energy of the ionizing particle, if the voltage applied that is sufficient, then we are going to get almost constant counts. So if you increase further, continuous discharge takes place even there is no any ionizing particle, then also it is going to give counts, but actually we don't want this. Means the GM counter can be operated best within this region, and this is called as operating voltage of the GM counter. So where this we are going to use for the plateau region.